So last week I sold my diesel car. Yeah, my 8-year-old Dacia Duster has now gone. And I think the final straw was that it broke down. It's been fixed now, but it was quite a hefty repair bill. And that got me thinking, do I really want to pump money into an 8-year-old car to keep it on the road when I could be putting that money into something different? So that's why I'm currently on the way to Southampton to pick up a pre-owned Tesla Model 3. So once I pick this car up, it'll make us an all-electric household. So we got rid of the gas boiler by putting in the heat pump 2 winters ago, and we got rid of the got rid of the gas oven earlier this year. So this car was the final bit of the puzzle, really. So we'd already moved about 75% of our annual driving miles to electric because we've got the MG4, but this final 25% is a bit more difficult to justify financially. So I'm doing this when the Duster has sort of reached the end of its life for me, and I was going to replace it anyway, so it's not like I'm having to invest in an electric car here. This is going to be our second car. So while I'm hanging around at the station waiting for my train to turn up, feels like a good moment to remind you to subscribe to the channel. It's totally free for you to do. You just click a button under the video somewhere, and it really helps me out, helps the channel grow and helps me get these videos out everywhere. So don't forget, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for free. Thank you. Well, I've made it as far as Cardiff. I've got to change here to get the train down to Southampton, and it's about 45 minutes until the train leaves, so I just have to find something to do, but I guess I'll see you either on the train or in Southampton. So that was the most uncomfortable train journey ever. It was so hot in there, it must have been about 1 billion degrees, and my phone cut out at one point with a thermal warning on it. But I'm here in Southampton now, and I've still got just over 2 hours to go until I can collect the car, so I'm going to go and find something to eat. Pizza Hut's lunchtime buffet, don't mind if I do. So I want to ignore politics for a moment and talk about why I'm going to get a Tesla. Now, one of the biggest obstacles for me getting rid of the diesel was because my wife didn't like charging the car on long journeys. So she would take the diesel Duster because she could get there and back quite easily. Now, we'd had a bad experience with the Corsa. It would not charge properly. It was like 50-50 whether it would actually charge at a rapid charger. And we got caught short a little bit a couple of times where we had to sort of limp to another charger or keep moving between them until one works, and that really sort of scarred her experience of electric cars. So with the Tesla, I know that we've got the supercharging network available to us. She also struggles using the actual normal CCS2 cables and plugs on some like grid serve chargers especially. She finds them quite heavy and bulky, and I can sort of understand it is quite awkward to move the cable around, which is quite thick and quite heavy, into the right position. So with the supercharger network, because her sister's got a Model 3, she's actually able to use it, and she can see that her sister's using it no problem at all. So I think that's one obstacle there that we can overcome. And the fact that I'm going to be getting a long range one as well, that sort of minimises the amount of charging that's needed. So on some of the journeys that we do, we won't even need to charge at all there and back. So I could get to Birmingham and back in theory from South Wales without charging. Might be a little bit hairy towards the end of the journey, but again, so many superchargers around that I could just plug into one of them at the nearest services. So there is one other reason for me getting a Tesla, and that is, of course, I'm going to get a new toy to play with. And as a bonus, we can switch to Octopus Intelligent Go as our energy tariff, and that should save us 1.5 pence per kilowatt hour for our off-peak energy rates, and also give us an extra hour of off-peak. So I reckon that could save me, what, £5–6 a month at least on our energy bills. Well, I'm on my way now to the Tesla pre-owned delivery centre. So I wanted to discuss why I've bought one direct from Tesla, and it is a used car. It is 4 years old, so it's not brand new, but it's a bit of a different buying experience from Tesla compared to a traditional dealer. So they don't let you view or even test drive the car before you buy a used car from Tesla, so it is a bit of a leap of faith that you're taking with it. So I don't really know what condition it's going to be in. Hopefully it's in a good condition when I get there. But what you do get is the official Tesla warranty, which I'm hoping is worth something. They also put enhanced autopilot on all of the cars that they sell second-hand, and that's, I mean, if you believe their prices, it's £3,400 worth of value, but obviously I don't think you get that out of a second-hand car. And then they also give you their roadside assistance, so you get like, I don't know what they call it, it's like breakdown cover. So it's the official one. You get that for the duration of the extra 1 year warranty that they give you. So it's all added value, and hopefully it reduces the risk of buying it second hand. And I also really hate dealing with salesmen. Car salesmen wind me up. That whole pantomime they do where they have to go and ask their manager if they can do you a bit more of a deal every time you suggest something to them really winds me up. So any opportunity I get to not do that, I'll take it. So here it is, and I'm about to drive it home. I'm not going to film in the car while I'm driving it because I'm going to have to get used to it, but yeah, it's a 2021 Long Range Tesla Model 3 in black. You can see it's got the 18-inch aero wheels as well, and it's all-wheel drive. So apparently it's 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, which I didn't realise when I bought it, but that's pretty fast. Anyway, I'll drive this home now. It's going to take me about 4 hours, and then I'll probably do another little summary in a couple of days once I've got used to it. And then I drove home, pulled onto my drive and went into the house. I came out a little bit later on to have a play and noticed that there was an error in the notifications saying PCS A022 unable to charge, services required. Now that of course was a little concerning, but I figured I'd ask Tesla about it in the morning, so I plugged the car in and went to bed. I woke up quite early the next morning and thought I'd check how that first charge got on. Well, not great as it turned out. The Tesla app was showing errors about voltage drops and stopping charging, so I thought I'd check the grid voltage in Home Assistant for that time. That looked pretty normal to me too at the time that the charge stopped, which was 3:22 AM. It was at about 225 volts, which is well within tolerance. So I thought I'd check the charger to see what that was saying. Well, that was showing a fault code 25, and more importantly it was showing as offline. So I dived into the logs a bit more, and that error code 25 had appeared twice in quick succession. The second time it hadn't cleared. So I went downstairs and flipped the breaker on the EV charger a few times. There was no response, it was totally dead, and at that point I went into panic mode. An error on the car reporting an AC charging problem, my EV charger suddenly not working, so I messaged Tesla to ask them what happened, and I also asked some friends at Give Energy who made that charger if they'd seen that sort of issue before. Eventually I had a look at the connections feeding the supply to the EV charger. What I saw in there were several melted wires. The conclusion is that the crimp connectors had slowly worked themselves loose, eventually causing so much heat that the neutral wire totally went. It's likely that this had been building up for some time, and charging the Tesla for the first time was pure coincidence. A very big coincidence. You can see that the insulation on the wires is black and brittle. So these two little wires here have taught me a valuable lesson about having regular electrical wiring inspections, because this could have been much worse. My electrician cleaned it all up and made it safe for me, and we've even had my old pod point charger reinstalled for the moment, because the Give Energy charger needs to be checked over for safety before it's used again, just in case there was any damage. The Tesla does appear to be charging fine though. There's been no issues and that error message hasn't appeared again, But let's pop back outside and have a proper look at it and see what sort of condition it's in. So let's have a quick look at the condition that the car arrived in. Now overall there are no real dents or dings in it that I can see. Doesn't look like anyone's actually opened their door on the side of the car, so that's quite good. There's no damage to the bodywork or anything like that. If we look at the paintwork, now it's a black car, it's obviously going to show up the scratches a lot more than other colours of cars, so that's something I already knew about. So there's a few scratches. They're not really going to show up on camera around here. A few scratches around the door handle, nothing massive, can probably get them polished out. But the big issue I would say is bird poo marks. Now if I can show you there, you can sort of see here the stain from bird poo. Now that's in a couple of places on the car. That's quite big. I can live with it, to be honest, if I had to, but if there's anyone out there who does car detailing, let me know if it's possible to get that out, please, and how you do it, because I wouldn't mind having a go. I might actually get a proper detailer to come and have a look at that. But other than that, a few minor scratches, but I think it looks pretty good. It's got a bit dirty now since I've been driving it for a few days. The wheels themselves, all of the wheel trims look in really good condition. This one's got a very slight mark just there, little tiny cut, but they've not been curbed or anything. And the treads on the tyres, there's plenty of tread left on these tyres as well. There is another little bird poo stain just here on the bonnet, but it's very difficult to see that one. No chips on the glass at all. A few minor little chips on the front of the car, a few scratches, but really absolutely nothing to worry about there at all. If I go round this side, the wing mirror, it's got a few scratch marks on it, but again it shows up more because it's black and I've got no problem with that. There's a bit of scratching around the door handle, white scratch just here. I don't know if that's showing up, but that's reasonably visible, but it's not bad. I mean, I might see. I don't know if that scratches off. No, I don't know. Oh, and down here, around by the wheel arch, there's like this faded area, like swirling in the paintwork. So I don't know if that's anything related to bird poo or some damage or something. It's like someone's tried to scratch or tried to polish a scratch out and not really succeeded. Let's have a look at the back then, and again, no real issues at all. I mean, there isn't any marks on the bumper, there's no marks on the back really that I can see anyway. On the light cluster here, there is a very slight scratch on the plastic, but again, it's tiny really. Overall, it is in pretty good condition. Oh, I've just noticed there's a little tiny scratch just down there as well, but that is little. Right, I've switched to a wider angle lens now so as I can show you inside the car, and honestly the interior is really tidy. There's no damage at all in here to any of the seats. The fake leather is really good condition. Let's have a look. All the cup holders are even clean. This works, although it's empty. I can close that. The wireless chargers work fine. This armrest, clean and tidy, all works fine. No marks on the passenger seat at all either. If I'm being really picky, I'm climbing in the car now. Just here, there is a tiny little dot of like a chip in the wood that's on the dashboard, but I mean that is a tiny little dot. I mean that could have happened quite easily in any car, even a brand new one. Looking in the back, and the rear seats are in excellent condition. There is one mark, and I'm going to lean forward now and show you this, just on the armrest. There's like a little white mark on there. I don't know if that's damage or what, but I'll see if I can wash that out. I've had a little go at it and it didn't change, so I think that might be damage, but that's about the only damage to the interior. I'll turn the camera around and show you the back of the seats. There's a few scratches on the back of the seat because obviously this car must have had kids in before or something, and stuff scratched the hard plastic. It is quite hard plastic there, so easy to scratch, but it's not bad at all. And again, I'm going to be a little bit picky on the rear seat just here. So this is the driver's side rear passenger seat. There is like a slight stain here. Now, I've had a go at washing this out. I think it's just where there's been some polish sprayed on it and it went a little bit darker or something. I think when they sort of cleaned the car before they sold it to me, they might have put a bit of polish on to clean this up, and there's a bit too much on this. It's like an oil stain, which I'll have a go at getting out. It's already loads better than it was because it was a big dark patch on here, but I've given it a wipe. But apart from that, really good quality, really good condition interior. So the car is 4 years old and it's got 41,000 miles on the clock. I did a full charge in it up to 100% and it said it had got 318 miles of range. So if we assume that the full maximum range when it was brand new would have been 360 miles, I don't know what it would have shown, but that's what the specs say, then that is about 88% of the original battery. So that's what, 11 or 12% battery degradation since new, which is a little bit more than I'd hoped for. I was hoping to get maybe like between 90 to 95, but 88% is still way more than I need for this car. So to get 318 miles out of this in perfect conditions is way more than I'll need, so I'm quite pleased with that. But yeah, in general, the quality of this car when it turned up, the condition of the car, apart from this one bit of bird poo just here, I'll show you that bit just there on the side, I say it's great, but I can live with that if I have to, but I will try and see if I can get that out. I'm sure that there will be many more videos featuring this car, probably involving road trips and any tweaks I can make to it, and of course Home Assistant. But for now, let's leave it there and say a massive thank you to these guys here for supporting the channel as members and patrons. If you'd like to become a channel member or a patron, then check out the links down in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for free to see more from me, and give this video a like. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.